Hi everyone, my name is Michelle and I am an educator at the Virginia Living Museum. Welcome to my kitchen. Today we're here to talk about weather. What is weather? Weather is what's going on outside today. The conditions such as temperature, precipitation, humidity, wind. Weather is what's happening in the short term. Take a look outside right now. What does it look like? What does it feel like? Is it sunny? Is it rainy? Is it hot or cold? Whatever the conditions are outside right now, that is the weather. You may have heard of something called climate, especially in relation to weather. However, weather is not climate, and climate is not weather. Climate is more like an average of the weather over a long period of time. So weather actually makes up the climate, and climate can help to predict the weather that you'll see at a time in an area. There are lots of factors that can influence the weather, such as the sun, the oceans, the water cycle, and so many more. Now you might be wondering why we're in the kitchen if we're here to talk about weather. Well, today we are actually going to make our own weather. We are going to make a cloud in a jar, just like this. This is something that you can do at home, so you'll want to follow along. What you'll need are a glass jar. For mine, I had an old spaghetti sauce jar lying around, and it had a lid. You'll want something that has a lid so that you can cover it and seal it, or at least something that you can get a good coverage around the top of. We don't want our cloud to escape. You'll need boiling water. You'll definitely want an adult's help with this because boiling water is hot. You'll only need enough water to fill about an inch or two of the bottom of your jar. You'll need ice. I have some ice and I'm just going to put it straight on top of the lid. You may want to put it on a bag, especially if you don't have a lid, but I'm going to try to do my best to cut down on our waste and help the planet, so I'm just going to use the ice alone. You'll need a match. If you don't have a match, you can use a lighter and a long candle or an incense stick. If you have a match, you don't need the incense stick or the candle. We just really want some way of getting smoke into our jar. If you don't have a match or a candle, you can use some aerosol hairspray as an alternative. You'll want an adult. We'll be working with boiling water and matches, so we really want an adult to be around to help us stay extra safe. So remember, you'll need a glass jar, one with a lid, or a glass that can be covered and just about sealed. You'll need boiling water, ice, and a match. If you don't have a match, remember, you can use a lighter and a long candle or incense stick, or you could use some aerosol hairspray. And you'll want an adult's help. First, let's think. How will all of this work together to make a cloud? Let's think about the clouds that we see outside. The fluffy ones, the wispy ones, the big ones, and the small ones. How are they formed? Well, to understand that, we do need to think about the water cycle. Remember, I said the water cycle can influence the weather outside. First though, let's go over the states of matter because they're also going to be pretty important to making our cloud. Matter makes up everything in our world. It's little particles, all these little particles that you can't see, but you're touching them all the time and they're even a part of you. There are three states of matter: liquid, solid, and gas. Water, as we drink it, is a liquid. The particles are moving around together, but they're not super organized. What is water called in its liquid form? Do you know the answer? It was a trick question. So it's just called water. But there are other two forms, so let's think about those too. What is water in its solid form called? Ice. When water freezes, it becomes a solid. It becomes ice. The particles that make it up, they don't move around too much, and they're packed together and pretty organized. Finally, what is the gas form of water called? Water vapor. In gas form, the water particles are moving around quickly and they aren't packed together anymore. We are going to see water in all of its forms today. So now let's think about the water cycle. Imagine a lake in the summer. The liquid water gets heated by the sun, and as the water heats up, its particles start to move faster and faster until the water starts to evaporate, becoming a gas or water vapor. The water vapor rises away from the lake into the sky. When water vapor cools down up there, it's going to condense onto dust particles to form clouds. And once those clouds get too heavy, then that's when it rains. Let's create our own version of the water cycle by making our cloud in a jar. The first thing you'll want to do is boil some water. Remember, an adult should probably help you with this step. The water needs to be very hot. Once it starts warming and boiling, do you see the steam? That is evaporation in action. The heat from the stove has caused the water particles to move faster and faster until the water becomes water vapor, much like the heat from the sun does in our imaginary lake. Once the water has boiled, you'll want to turn the stove off. Very carefully, we'll pour the hot water into the jar. Now, I'm going to do this in the sink because I am a messy pourer. You may want to use oven mitts for this as well. Put the lid over the top and keep the jar covered. Remember, you don't need to fill it up all the way. Just a little bit will be enough. Next, you'll want to find your match or your candle. Light the match and blow it out. Again, you may want some help from an adult for this step. Do the same with the candle or incense stick if that's what you have available. You're going to carefully open up the jar and place the tip of the match inside the jar, then cover it back up. We want the smoke from the match to get into the jar, and then you'll remove the match and close it up tight. The smoke will give the water vapor something to condense around, just like the dust in the air does for clouds. Without it, you won't get to see your cloud form, you'll just see a lot of condensation. This is also where you can substitute hairspray if you don't have matches or candles. Just do a quick spray into the jar and then cover it up tightly. What are we missing? Cool air. This is where the ice comes in. Place your ice onto the top of the jar, either the lid or the covering. This will cool down the top of the jar, and just like when the warm water vapor rises to meet the cool air higher up, the water vapor in your jar will condense around your dust particles. Now you can take a minute to observe the cloud that you have created. Once you're done making observations, open your jar and release the cloud. Why doesn't it form a cloud above you? Think about it for a second. Well, it's just too small. There's more space for the particles to spread out in the open kitchen, and the temperature isn't quite right either. It's not going to condense. Thank you for joining me today, and I hope you have the chance to look outside, get outside, see the water cycle in action, and experience the weather. Hope you have a great day.